Welcome back. We are out of demolition mode and into construction mode, which feels so exciting. I think the last few videos you've just seen everything be ripped apart. So it's so good to see walls going up. You can actually start to see it taking shape now. So we've got a few updates for you today. I will start off with a little bit of nerdy information about the walls because I found it really interesting, and then we will talk you through what we've been up to behind the scenes, as well as window positions, drainage, and a few other things. So let's jump in. So hopefully you can see behind me, they've started to build the inner walls so they can add the insulation before they build the outer walls. And I have just learnt that they are called the inner leaf and outer leaf. Fun fact. And these blocks, they're called pad stones, and these are specifically pad 12s. These are going in wherever we need a steel supporting. So we've got one just here, which is where the old conservatory used to be. So we're going to have a steel going across there because that was an external wall. And we will point out a couple of others as we're going around. So there has been a lot going on behind the scenes since the last video. We have quite a long list of requirements from building control, so we're working through that with our builder and architect, including getting a SAT report done, which is how they estimate the energy performance of the buildings. Now we have that report, we know which insulation we're using for the walls, the roof and the floor. So as you can see here, the new sections are actually lower than the existing house. So that's because these require insulating below the floor, and then they'll be the same level right the way through. Another very exciting update, all the drainage has now gone in. So you can see behind me a new soil pipe in the corner of this room. So that's something else in the background that we've been doing. We have now submitted an application to Thames Water for the new connections. So yeah, all the kind of internal soil pipes and external drainage plan has all been sorted. And we will actually be going through the utilities in more detail in another video, but we also have dates confirmed for our new water, gas and electric supplies going in. I'm now standing in Plot B's living dining space. So this is especially exciting to see all of the walls going up. And you will also see the French doors and new kitchen window behind me. So I think what I'll do is take you around and just show you all the window positions, because I think it really helps to see which rooms are going where. Before I show you the window positions, you can see here that the builders have started to put our steels in as well. So I'm sure we will share more about that in upcoming videos. So we're starting on the Plot A side, as always, so that you can start to get a feel for the two houses. So just come in where the front door will be going, and then the downstairs loo window. So obviously that will be an obscure window in there. And then through the hallway into the kitchen. Obviously there will be a wall here, so you won't be able to walk through there, but a really lovely size kitchen window, which I think will have the sink below. And then round to the open plan space, we've got obviously the square bay at the front there, and then through here, where the old conservatory used to be, we'll have a window on the left, and then French doors opening up at the back. We used to actually have a window on the right here on the plans originally, but we got rid of that because there's just going to be a fence the other side. So we thought we'd actually use that, to hang some art or put some storage there. And then through where the kitchen used to be, you'll be able to walk through here into the utility room, and this window will become the new back door. Can we also just have a moment for the old wallpaper that someone used to have, and then clearly a pretty funky paint colour too. Maybe I should use this as some inspiration. And now we're over on the plot B side, and you can really see a lot of the drainage outside here. But we'll go in through the old front door, which will be plot B's front door, into the hallway, and then the stairs will be going back in there. We obviously can't walk through there, but that's how you will enter into the open plan space. So we'll go around there in a second. And then through, there'll be a door round about here into the new kitchen. And our old back door will be blocked up. That window, I think, is kind of staying where it is. And then I will go out and then back around the other side to show you the rest. Okay, so that's where we've just come out of, that back door there. That window will be staying, and then a new window going in just there. And then the French doors onto the garden will be in this opening here. And then let me take you in. We've got another square bay to balance out on the other side. That's going to be so gorgeous, so much light coming in. And then around here we'll have the downstairs loo kind of on the right here. So this kind of long window will be opposite the door into the downstairs loo, just to let a bit of light into this kind of corridor back into the hallway. And as I mentioned, just to point out where we have a few more of those pad stones, we have a pad 12 up there because we'll have a steel beam running right the way across this room. And then at the front, we're going to have a lintel going across the square bay window. So you can see those different blocks at the top there. So we'll be going through the garden plans in another video in more detail, but I thought I would show you that these French doors in plot A, we will have probably a metre or so decking or paving around the back here, which then you can walk round to this main sort of dining space, which will be a nice little sun trap, and then you can pass drinks through the kitchen window, get your snacks. So I think that will be a really lovely feature. So I thought this showed really clearly actually. You can see the dividing wall behind me, which I'm not sure if it's the technical term, but that's going to be double thickness. And then, as I mentioned before, this back door is going to be blocked up. And then, if I just move this way, where that window was, that's going to become the new back door for plot A. So yes, if you can see the dividing wall there, this is going to become the boundary between the two houses. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that update interesting, and we will see you next time. And before they build the that they are called inner leaf, not location, not a low side. Before I show you the window, just in case anyone wondered, this is our builder's wheelbarrow. His name is Chris. So